Well, it was after Friday. Yeah, 3 solid afternoons of combining right here. So probably what, 20 hours, maybe? And there's not nearly as much chaff built up on here. Like, hardly anything. I mean, that's really good. I mean, it's dirty, but that's really good. Amazing. I cleaned out this piece in here. It was slugged in. Looking at the after effects now, yeah. What a difference. Good deal. Well, I'll make that filter last a heck of a lot longer now, so. Jeez. 3 solid afternoons of combining. It's like, oh, there's some. I can tell it's a bit dirty, but it's actually not that bad at all. So, still gonna clean it out anyways because why not? So that's a PSA, I suppose, for guys that got older CR combines or case combines from that, 2005 to whatever, 2014, 2015 range. I don't know, something like that. Solved that problem for now. So I suppose if it gets worse again, I gotta take that apart again. I don't know. It's lost quite a few years here, but it probably should have been done 2-3 years ago, probably more like 3 years ago. It should have been done, but finally got around to it, and they doing some research this year. So, oh, there goes the sun. Last field of wheat. Oh, trying to keep up with the trucks here. I'm in the grain cart temporarily since I'm dumping it for Mom. So she's one that's been running around up here with the cart. So doing pretty good up here so far, but made a tiny dent in it. I don't know, an 1/8 gun.
I don't know if the header's getting a little sticky or something, but sometimes it's up in the air a lot, and it shouldn't be that high. I don't know what it does sometimes.
Yeah, I was going to work on that cable, clean it up, and maybe spray some graphite on the cable there, wherever I could. So trying to get done what we can get done today. It was just kind of a last second decision to come up here and start out, because they're saying about an hour and a half. It's 4:15, hour and a half. Severe storms like bad suckers developing right on the Missouri River, and supposed to start heading this way then. So, and we just lost the sun about 15 minutes ago, so kind of minding the weather now. Find out after this storm tonight, see what happens. Maybe we won't have a crop left to combine. So, but some of my wheat that I hauled in, it was like 12.5 protein.
Get this data thing to stop beeping at me.
Hey, just just go over to ignore when it comes up again, or you got to go into the data management and then delete the task, and then it should reset it then, or just press ignore on it, and then it'll shut up then. So I forgot to reset it when I was done combining. So we'll find out. Like I say, some of my wheat I hauled in was 12.5 protein, and moisture was a little bit, anywhere from 14.5 to 16.5. So, and yeah, so got docked a little bit there. So not fun there. So what was it getting there? It was just under $5 was the price, futures price, but minus the basis, minus the dockage, it was only about $3.90 a bushel then. So after all the dockage, so kind of sucks. Yeah, the prices sure suck. Leaving a lot of money on the table.
Yeah, the guy doesn't know.
Hopefully this should be the best quality wheat right now, but see what happens tonight, though, this evening I should say. That could change in a hurry. Wanted to start swathing my flaxseed probably, well, depends on when we get this done here. I mean, forecast actually looks pretty good after today, like you know, rain chances dwindle, not as much wind, cooler. So if I can swath my flax, maybe, well, depends what happens tonight. Could even start swathing it Saturday maybe, but I was kind of shooting for Sunday though. But if I can do it sooner, that's fantastic yet too. So question is, will this be the storm that takes out the crops now this year? Well, I'm looking to get one more hopper yet, so we're gonna call it quits then. Storm is right over there, pretty much hour away, I would say. Bring the combine back home and whatnot. Doesn't look like good. We're actually in a tornado watch right now, so that's the type of storm it is. Peasant. Yeah, the storm is not going to be good for anybody here. This ain't helping anybody. I don't see it helping anything. I don't know what's going on here. There was a tornado activity about 5 miles west here. Looks like they took it off now, but I was watching the clouds here. They look kind of weird. Like these here are moving straight north, and these are almost moving like westerly. Hard to say now. There's like kind of a dark cloud here now moving. Apparently there's a tornado up by Steele, North Dakota, and also a tornado down by Mountain City, South Dakota. So 2 confirmed, I think, tornadoes, and then now 1 kind of just not sure. Man, lightning, you're nuts. Well, everything's still standing yet. Only got about 2/10 of rain here anyways. Oh. Yeah, Dad just went to go scout some fields, see if anything got hail. I think further north got more rain where we were combining. I think that got more rain, but yeah, find out. But fixing something I did last night. Basically with that storm coming, you know, we had it up in the bin, the wind was picking up, lightning galore, so it's like, well, usually when we clean this thing out, then, you know, usually leave the loggers up there so we have more room to work with. But I'm like, nope, with the way the weather is, I want to take it down right away, and then I'll clean it out once I get it down to the ground. Yeah, with these freaking movers on here, this thing it's somehow wedged up here, and it really twisted the arm up here. You can see that piece right there. Try to get as good as I could. It's a lot better than it was before. At least it looks the way it should be now. But yeah, kind of even bent this railing up here too, and so did what I could there, heating it and hammering and using punches, and I strapped on a piece of metal on here now too. Did some more weld here, and then I did a little bit of patch welding here and there from this arm just being I don't know. When we first got this auger, there were some quality control issues on it. I added in these gussets here on both sides because this was broke out. This started tearing. I think these things actually started tearing, started bending just from the weight of this thing. And so I had to do patchwork there to reinforce that so that's stronger over there. They've been holding good since I put them on. They've been holding really good, and there's no cracking or anything there. And we also had to weld the hitch here, as you can see right here. We had to add in 2 big pieces of metal here on either side because it was starting to crack. It was starting to crack here. The same with thing on that arm too. There were some welds. The bead was there, but it wasn't even attaching the 2 pieces of metal together though. So anyway, really kind of scanned the rest of the machine then, and everything else looked okay. But except, you say, this arm and that hitch was bad welds on there, and I need to look at my auger some more too. That's one thing I'm worried about too. You know, that's been how many years later now since this thing, but But yeah, but this was my fault though, because, well, the way, that's why I don't have electric movers on my auger that I bought, because this thing just, you know, it just throws the weight off too much. It just, I don't know. Didn't feel like I needed them. I just feel like they're more of a hassle. I don't know, I think this is a little bit over-engineered here. These arms here aren't the problem here. It's just the base here is just kind of stupid. Yeah, and I also shoved the piece of cable through my finger too. This darn stuff. You can see, I can just see there's a, where's the piece at? Let's see, this darn cable right there. Look at that. Look at that little, probably hard to see there. Look at that. This could have been the piece that went through. There's a couple shards like that on here on this cable already. Seriously. Yeah, it went right through, and then a little piece broke off, so I had to get that out of my fingers. So that was just absolutely lovely, trying to doing that. So the shard broke off, and there's a, I mean, that sucker went through quite a ways. So some stuff caught up on maintenance a little bit, and of course fixing this project. I gotta work on that grain bin here. We got corn in this grain bin here. There's some corn caked up on the southwest side and the northeast side, where, you know, the air tube was the furthest away for drying it, and yeah, it's a little bit of spoiled grain in there, and yeah, it rusting. Started rusting the bin. Frickin' corn. So I gotta go in there with some, just like we did with prepping those bins too. Going with wire brushes, and wire brushes on the sheets, and then I'm gonna use this on the hopper where it needs, and then got some special spray then to put in there then, so help protect it. You know, stuff should last. Protective stuff should last a very long time, probably better than factory. So I'm gonna get this out of the way here and go get something to eat, and yeah, just keep doing maintenance and see what Dad comes back with any crop damage reports or anything like that. So I know some guys have had hail and reports. Of course, those 2 tornadoes. Of course, tornadic activity like right beside us here, but it didn't do anything though. The way the storm was moving here, with another storm further south into it is kind of a spot here where, like I said, I was kind of watching the clouds last night too. The clouds looked weird. It was kind of a weird storm way it came. So yeah, I can see the arm is just tweaked over here to the right. See, it just bends over a little bit there yet. But it's just the way it's gonna be. There's a little jumping spider here. I'm not much for spiders, but these guys are pretty cool. I think I broke his web. He's over here. I think he had his web right here. I just saw him all of a sudden just fiddling up here then. What do you think, bud?